It's the big political story that we're tracking today. Headlines Today has accessed Jayanti Natarajan's letter to Sonia Gandhi, in which she alleges that she received specific requests from Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi on environmental clearances, and she consequently rejected big-ticket projects despite pressure from cabinet colleagues and industry leaders. The letter also indicates that Mr. Gandhi was involved in policy decisions at a micro level during the UPA 2 under Dr. Manmohan Singh, something that the Congress has consistently denied. Natarajan has said that she became a victim of a vicious, false and motivated media campaign by particular chosen individuals in the party after Mr. Gandhi shifted from his pro-environmental position to a corporate-friendly one at the height of electioneering for the Lok Sabha. Ashar Ahmed Khan and Javed Ansari are joining me live from the national capital. Ashar, I'd like to come across to you first. This letter has clearly left the Congress party red-faced. What are the kind of reactions that you're getting in from the Congress?
Well, the only reaction which is coming as of now is that all these allegations which have been made by Jayanti Natarajan are baseless. That is what the Congress is saying. And what we expect is that there will be a detailed press conference somewhere at around 4:15 today in the evening. But by and large, what the Congress party is saying is that if there was an issue with Jayanti Natarajan, she could have very well spoken then and there when she had resigned. If these stories were being planted in the media by the office of Rahul Gandhi, then she should have spoken when all this was coming. Why she is doing right now, that is the question which the Congress party is raising.
All right, the Congress party, they're questioning the timing of this letter, in fact, coming out into the public domain. Javed Ansari, I'd like to get in a word from you. How does this really alter the dynamics? The Congress party already, in a cornered spot, and now Jayanti Natarajan coming out and making some very specific and direct allegations against Rahul Gandhi.
Yes, this is the first time that such allegations have been made against Rahul Gandhi. Earlier it was being insinuated that there were extra constitutional powers, that the NSC was making decisions and coercing government, and the government was not free to act on its own. Now you have somebody like Jayanti Natarajan, a former minister, coming and making these statements against Rahul Gandhi, saying that he was using his office or misusing his office as vice president to influence policy decisions. Now, the timing is very important. It comes just a couple of days ahead, in the midst of this election campaign, comes a couple of days ahead before Delhi goes to polls, and it puts the attempt is to put the Congress leadership and the Congress party on the back foot in the midst of this campaign.
All right, Javed Ansari, Ashar Ahmed Khan, stay on with us. We're also getting in a lot of reactions at this point in time. Arun Jaitley has reacted to this controversy. Also, PC Chacko and others have spoken out to Headlines Today. Let's listen in.
In today's newspapers, a letter written by the former Environment Minister, Mrs. Jayanti Natarajan, to the Congress President has been published. What was so far rumored has been established to be true. Any government which administers the country, its foremost responsibility is to administer the economy of the country. The growth rates had radically gone down during the UPA government, and one of the prime reasons was that there was delay in approvals being granted to projects. Projects worth lakhs and lakhs of crores were held up for want of permissions. Today's letter conclusively establishes that it was not the statutory considerations, the mandatory considerations, which weighed with the ruling party and the government, but what weighed with them was the whims of political leaders of the party as to who is to be granted an environmental permission and who is not to be granted an environmental permission.
No, I haven't seen her letter, but as I am told about her letter, I think that this is totally out of context, and this is a baseless allegation also. When she was a minister, when she was a party functionary, probably In our own party, people were thinking that she was getting more than her due share. There are so many leaders in the party who are far more experienced than Jayanti Natarajan, who are not in any position, but they did not make this kind of allegation. She was in the government. She resigned. And after 1 year, if she is coming with such an allegation, that shows the character of that person. Why, if what she is saying is correct, why she did not say this earlier? Why she did not write a letter earlier? Why she did not make any allegation in the party forum? There were ever so many party forums and meetings in which she also attended in the last 1 year. She has never made this statement. Maybe these people may have some ulterior motive. Maybe they want to leave the party. Just like Krishna Tirath left the party, she can also. But that does not need any explanation like this. Maybe they are trying to please their future masters. They can do that.
My colleague Shrisha Reddy now joins me live from outside Jayanti Natarajan's residence. Shrisha, this letter that was in fact written in November 2014, which has come out in the public domain today, has created quite a controversy. The Congress party, of course, left red-faced. Has there been any word in at all from Jayanti Natarajan? Is she likely to come out and speak to the media?
Well, Rishika, right now, no, Jayanti Natarajan is not speaking to the media, yes, but she will be attending a press conference at 12:30 in City Hotel here in Alwapet area. So she has also said that she would clearly explain her position in the press conference, because remember, this letter was written in the month of November, and after 2 months, and she waited, and in the letter when she clearly mentioned that she waited till date to get in a word from Congress, but again there was no word, and that is one of the reasons that why now she's made it public and she would be attending a press conference to make her stance, to make her position clear. And also if I can bring in this particular point where, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, the Congress has already taken a beating with G.K. Vasan leaving the party, but now it is adding, it's a dent in the Congress, Tamil Nadu Congress, with Jayanti Natarajan's this particular letter. As you clearly pointed out, that how it has left the Congress red-faced.
Right. Ashar, the letter that Jayanti Natarajan has written, it's a really long, detailed letter, and there are some very scathing remarks that have been made against the Congress party, against Sonia Gandhi, and specifically against Rahul Gandhi. What are you at this point in time hearing, from within the Congress? What is the mood within the Congress? Are there perhaps a lot more people who agree with the kind of allegations that Jayanti Natarajan has made about Rahul Gandhi coming out and micromanaging strategy and policy decisions?
Well, there are two kinds of people in the Congress party. One who are happy with the leadership, two who are not happy with the leadership. And if you can add three who are not happy with the leadership but want to quit. So what we've seen is that the entire gang who's happy with the leadership comes out and vehemently protects the Gandhis and whatever allegations come against the Gandhis.
Right.
So that is in par within the Congress. So we see that official spokespersons, official reactions are all which come out and defend the Gandhis. While the other set of leaders who are not happy at the way things are functioning do not come out openly, but they say that there is an issue. The issue is that the way the office of Rahul Gandhi functions, the way Rahul Gandhi himself functions, the entire gambit in which how the Congress party is being led, they find that they've been left redundant. So that is the issue which is plaguing the Congress party, and these letters are just manifestations of that issue which is not being addressed.
Ashar, are we likely to see Sonia Gandhi reply to this letter?
Well, if Sonia Gandhi had to reply to this letter, it was written on 4th of November. Now 4th of December, 4th of January, and we are almost heading to 4th of February. I think 3 months down the line, it is a little late for anybody to reply to any letter.
I'd like to get in a word from Javed Ansari. Javed, Sonia Gandhi yet to reply to this letter. She hasn't replied. This letter was written in November 2014. And what Jayanti Natarajan has also said that she has made repeated attempts to meet the senior leadership, but those have been denied. Are we now likely to see Jayanti Natarajan perhaps move forward towards another political party? There are rumours that she's likely to join the BJP. What are you hearing?
Look, that's what I'm hearing, that she's on the verge. This letter is a precursor to her to her break to her departure from the Congress party. That the most likely destination appears to be TMC. She has only two options, the BJP and the TMC. It will be a bit difficult for the BJP to get her in.